Sophie.
And I'm Amanda.
And today we're going to be doing
A daily stretching routine for flexibility. And if you just want to jump right away to the cool looking parts, we'll have timestamps in the description below.
Otherwise, let's just get right on into it.
So before you actually begin doing anything crazy during your stretching routine, you want to start out with just some basic body care exercises just to get your body warmed up. So we're going to just start with a pigeon stretch. Oh boy, ouch.
So we just started.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm also really sore because I did strength training on Thursday and my hamstrings and butt are really sore.
Yeah. And so what the idea with pigeon is you basically, it's as if you were going to be going into a splits, but instead you want to make sure that your front leg is really turned out and you have your knee bent and going off to the side. But you really want to make sure your hips are still staying square to right in front of you.
And to get an even greater stretch, you can just lay down.
Useful to do when doing stretches. I have these stretching blocks, so they're for yoga, so like do all sorts of yoga tricks with them, but then you can also use them to get a deeper stretch. And so right now I'm going to do a butterfly stretch, which is just like this one and then you bend forward, but like I can do that all the way down, and so to make it start getting the difficulty higher, if I put my feet up, then my knees are not all the way on the ground, and so then I have more to go in the stretch.
Grab a stretching block because I'm gonna use it.
Yep, have a bunch of these floating around because it's just such a useful tool.
Yep, and actually it's because of Sophia that I bought my own. I don't have them with me, but I actually went and bought them, and they've actually been very useful. So if you don't have a pair but want to use them just to improve your flexibility, it's definitely a good idea. Stretching block to stretch my split, I'm going to actually stretch my splits without the block because it will be a little bit easier now that I overstretched it.
Yeah. And now I'm working on the touching my toes stretch, but I'm doing this against the wall because otherwise there's like a tendency to go back like this, and I want to make sure that I'm really going straight up and down. And so the wall gives me some guidance to make sure that I'm going flat. Headstand break. Would not recommend doing that unless you've already exercised for the day and you actually know how to do it. We already both had our exercise today. Amanda went to the gym and did some stretching there, and I went to yoga for an hour and a half. So we were both pretty warmed up.
Yeah, and this is probably one of the most important points. Don't attempt doing any tricks unless you have somebody there to either show you how to do it the first time and to watch you, or like unless you like really know what you're doing.
Yeah. Comment below if you'd be interested in having like a how to do tricks video, because like we'd be happy to do some like safe tricks that like also look cool. So that would be kind of fun to do with them. Anyway, continuing with warming up stretches. So,
yeah, so I'm just doing all the stretches that I did on the right leg, on the left side, and with the,
Yeah, and so right now, so the stretch that I'm working right now, this is kind of like doing middle splits, although I'm not quite in my full middle split, I'm a little bit more piked than that.
Still farther than I can go.
Yeah, but then the idea is like, what I'm working on here is, so, this is for the trick that looks nice when you can do like that. Oh, sorry, look at you. Doing this thing because that looks cool. And so working on this stretch, just like a different side of your leg that's getting stretched.
I've been using this notation software relatively new to it because it's more complex than the free music notation software I've been using.
Yeah.
And so there are like a lot of special little functions that aren't obvious, and I have to actually like search online for how to do them. I had to, do the 2 versions of a Bach chorale. And I have absolutely no idea which scene I should choose. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm really doing my job and helping students because I want to be a good TA.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you're a great teacher.
I recently picked up a new ethnic flute called the shakuhachi. It's, for those of you who don't know what it is, probably most of you don't. It's a Japanese bamboo flute.
When doing the oversplits like this, and also just for like regular splits, really like make sure your hips aren't going off to the side. Really work on making sure your hips are like straight to your front leg, and so that way you're aimed forward like this.
The butterfly stretch, then just head each leg out to the side, stretch both, and then open it up. Triangle split, triangle lay all the way down. This just got so much more like kind of relaxed and fluid at the end.
Yeah.
Less formal, but that's fine.
Yeah. So I guess this is kind of more of like a stretch with me video than it is like a particular stretching routine to follow. But like this is kind of how I stretch at night pretty much anyway. Like I'd say this is like how my stretching goes. We don't always stretch together because like we live on opposite sides of campus. It's a little bit tricky. But we do stretch together when we can, and we also like stretch regularly on our own.
Yeah, and these are the stretching routines that we've developed for ourselves, and try to follow it I try to follow it every day, but sometimes I always can't do that. So like, even if you can't get to it every day, you can skip a day. But you know, as long as you're like very consistent with it, you can definitely improve your flexibility greatly.
So I'm just gonna adjust the camera angle. So I'm gonna do some wall stretches. And so the idea is, starting off with the easiest version, I'm just going to be in this splits. And so I have my heel up against the wall, and then I try to have my legs as straight as I can, and go completely flat against the wall. Then as an extra challenge, I can start taking my front leg and rocking it forward, and then I keep pushing it against the wall. Grab onto things next to you, like maybe you have some furniture nearby, and then that could help.
Good try. I mean, I have done it against the wardrobe in my dorm room, but it is kind of hard to grab.
That's kind of hard to grab. Like maybe try like door frame between you and your roommate's big room, because like Amanda's in a 2-room double, so they each have their own like own bedroom, but they're connected with a door.
Yeah, that's means that. Yeah, I mean, it would probably be easiest if mine weren't there, because then I could easily grab the door. The door's actually open.
Easier.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Fancy stretches.
See if I can still.
Yeah. Because like
basically your hip, I heard something crack.
Yeah. But basically, the idea with these stretches though is it's like I haven't been working on this one for the past like hour. Wait, how long have we been stretching? Like 2 hours?
Yeah.
Roughly. And so basically the idea is though, because of all the other stretches that you saw us doing, now we have the flexibility to do these things. but even though we weren't like explicitly during this same stretch. Although I will say that some of these stretches when you're like standing, I feel like it feels different than like sitting in the splits. And so you want to like also work on stretching these things too. But this is kind of like the fun stuff you do after you've warmed up with all the other stretches.
Yeah, and I find like I don't think I attempted to do these until after I'd already gotten my splits. But like by that point, these were painless.
Yeah. This is my bad side. So.
It still looks awesome.
Thanks.
I wish I could do that. I do wish my back were more flexible, but I mean I can bend back.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. But I find
yeah.
that I can't do that when I'm trying to do stretches.
Yeah. Well, it takes time. One side of each one more time, and then.
Well, I'm just gonna stretch my feet.
Yeah, that's also a good thing to do. And so.
Yeah, just be careful you don't get. I mean, I know sometimes if I do this too much, I'll get foot cramps. So be careful if you're giving it. Do not give yourself foot cramps; those are very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Also, since I've adjusted the camera, I'm not sure if like your feet are in the video, but basically Amanda's just like taking the top of her foot and like pushing it into the ground like here and doing that thing.
Yeah. And I find that like that's always very helpful to do because the tops of your feet don't get stretched very often, and a lot of the times your ankles do carry a lot of weight, so this kind of helps relax them a little bit.
Yeah. Especially if you're like trying to like dance or gymnastics, that's like really good to have your feet like more pointy.
Yeah.
So, I have a foot stretcher at home, but I didn't bring it to college because it just takes up too much space. For as many hours at a time anymore. But
it's don't have time for it.
Yeah, just mostly the time, honestly. Otherwise I would. It's just like Stanford is amazing at many things, and I can stretch later in life. But it's also highly recommend have a friend who you can stretch with, because then you can like help hold each other accountable, and it just makes it way more fun. As you can see, we were just hanging out for the past like 2 hours. So hope you've been enjoying this. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. Ding! And if you have your own established stretching routine already or have some of your own favorite stretches, feel free to let us know in the comments below. We'd be happy to hear from you, and we'll see you next time. Bye!